they will have up their sleeve.
Such a fast pace already from PRX.
It's the PaperX way, man. Look at how well they've sectioned off the side already. They've teed it, put it into quarters. Forsaken will fall though, but the utility was up.
I have to spike.
Good job isolating the Harbor on that short A. And now PRX, they get the bomb down, but they're kind of trapped right now. They're pincered.
Starting to see some spam come through as Jing will fall. EDG holding strong. They still have plenty of numbers to go against this as Divine something. The remaining pieces of this puzzle that EDG are to solve will crumble. The pistol, the way of EDG. He's about to have his hands full. Patient. The blind is too much.
Good reaction from PRX. And Jing, he has something to say.
Pushing
to Kong.
Pushing the pace and getting up into heaven, getting another kill with it, but EDG on the counterpunch. Smoggy on the swing. PRX.
Gun too. You imagine something's gonna have to jiggle, but he gets taken out. No utility.
He had almost got past it. Well handled there. Jing using his rocket, connecting onto two. They were sitting ducks with nowhere to go. And Divine continues to pile it on.
What? It's outrageous.
That shot is ridiculous. Smoggy will be forced to convert into a 1v3. Okay. Never saw what hit him. EDG happy to stack this. Wow. Given all the noise that's been made, given all of the info that Kong has on the other side of the site, but they're going to continue. They're going to try to persist and pursue out onto the site. Jing onto the satchel, trying to get across. But now, reconsidering, realizing that you've lost the rest of the map. Once again, they hit the TP and they're going to find a vacant side A.
And they actually cycled that off onto something who's just going to post up for his teammates while he plants the bomb.
No real info of what's happening on the other side, so Kong is still on the prowl. A Sheriff, though, not the weapon you want in a situation like this. PaperX glad to dig their heels in. Hang on to the site. Assume their post plants. The duelist is done for.
There.
Chichu and Smoggy will likely just fall to the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Or to the hands of Mind Freak.
Just try to do some type of damage if you can. That helps.
Yeah.
Be abort. Not fully commit onto this, but I think they're just going to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, if EDG continue to hide as much as they can, they might not get the cue to abort. Now they're going to be pushing forward ahead of all this Harbor utility as they try to take the fight. The gun's on the other side, just too good, though. Ooh, Jing on the snap. Just gets destroyed. EDG might have overrun them into this, but they're so weak. And the thrash isn't going to connect. Fortunately for Kong, though, Forsaken had a classic out. Divine's left alone. Not a ton of HP. Both of them fall, but the Red Bull clutch comes through for PaperX. I really like this. Haodong, you mentioned all that info that they get showers, but they deposit Kong. They have Haodong rotating back. Meanwhile, Jing doesn't connect on the rocket. It slams into the wall, and Smoggy's there to punish with it. Nobody, the firing line, as Smoggy joins in on the fun. The dizzy over the top. Almost everyone going the way of Smoggy, but Chichu's the one to clean it up.
Usher presence and that flash to re-walk in, that's proactive.
The protocols were really nice, but the armor on Kong.
Yeah, those shots just didn't hit the mark for something.
I mean, he dinked him, but he had light armor in a classic. That's, yeah, that's what decides that. That's just crazy. It seemed like they had everything prepared, and fortunately for them, if something goes down, Jing and Divine clean it up. The frenzies are perfect. Do it once more. Kong still pushing his way forward. Forsaken on the other side. Won't be around much longer.
The man just doesn't die to judges.
You hear Wingman going forward. Jing has played this position so well, man. He buys his time and he strikes when everything is right. And now the showstopper, not gonna connect. I don't know where that rocket went.
Mind Freak took the head off of Haodong, so couldn't get value. Yeah, couldn't get value there. With Smoggy, the reposition on short here, and nobody just finessing through the smoke. He finds the timing.
It's so perfect. Divine falls 2v2. Nobody's left in a 1v1. Mind Freak waiting on the other side. He's got that Guardian in hand.
He's playing it so well.
He's buying so much time and then delivers the shots anyway. Kong going forward with rocket in hand. Will connect onto Jing.
Chef's kiss.
Perfectly played, and look at where Smoggy is. Only able to find one, though.
What?
Somehow, something gets two. Kong on the snap, and something with the third. Leaving a star on his own to settle the shots. The clip runs dry. Something with 4 and Paper X with 9.
There's a rotation coming in from Mindfreak with the utility from EDG.
You're right, he's already headed B. Something popping the ult,
Left.
trying to get across. EDG are slowing things down. This has been a problem for them before. If they can settle though, they should be okay. Forsaken is still gonna be on the rotate, but the kill's all coming through for Paper X! And now the controller utility has arrived. Divide perch over the top. Smoggy has to frag his way out of this, but he's surrounded. Paper X get to 11. There's the rocket invested.
Wow.
Again, the satchel utility is just so good, man.
And you're not ready for something on top Chuck after Jing has fallen off.
Apparently you're not ready for Forsaken either, as he gets 3. Left to hold the line. I mean, they're all here and they're all playing on this tiny little sliver on the other side of the wall. Forsaken so far up here. Meanwhile, pushing all the way up into showers. The orbital strike will send them apart. Smoggy will fall. And Forsaken, the space he had taken was so good. A 5v2 now.
Enemy remaining.
It's disaster, they crumble. At the foot of Paper X, they cannot stand. Map 1 goes away of Pacific's #1 seed. Whoa. Dizzy popping off.
There we go. That slow and then explosive approach. They're gonna go for even more here. Kong.
Remember, the post plan is where they find success, but this time they try to get a little aggressive ahead of it. The kills are traded though, something giving Paper X the advantage. They got to what they needed, but it was with a little bit of aggression and a couple of bodies also along the way. EDG have thrived in post plants, but they're down in numbers.
They have the info though. They push spawn.
Smoggy.
Gecko flash connected, Doug.
Smoggy getting tagged, the Thrash going forward. They thought he was gonna funnel out on the other side. He's gotten it down to 1, the wall goes up. There's really nothing waiting on the other side though. Something falls. Can Mindfreak win this out on his own? Settling shots onto the first, Crosshair swinging onto the second. Out on patient on the swing. He tries to switch to Ghost and the timing could not have been worse. Paper X with 5 rifles. Light armor on Devi and Forsaken. And of course, as I call his name, delivers a kill.
Jeez. Peeked into a firing squad right there. Okay.
EDG really tried fighting mid here. I mean, the X's on the minimap tell the tale.
And to be fair for EDG in that round, or in this round, it's not over yet, but they had a chance to get some kills in those exchanges.
Sure.
The shots just didn't go their way this time. You know, they ran into a firing squad. But when you dry peek into top mid like that, it's kind of what you're set up for. You kind of want that.
Right, you want the fight. And you expect the shots to go your way. Something was one of the weaker remaining members. To be fair, there are a lot of them.
Spike down mid.
Oh, but I love this. This time they don't make any noise, but Paper X gladly take that fight and come out on top.
Kong almost had that opener too. He caught something on the tap of his own eye there. Just didn't go his way. Good shots from something, but he gets traded out by Howdong top mid. And now that's a Cypher ult. Full info the way of EDG. They can really maneuver around the map, and that's why you see players taking all that A space.
I love the way that Paper X just handled that. It made them look like they were gonna go mid. As soon as the second tick goes through, they rotate back A, and Forsaken is ahead of the punch.
That's why. Exactly what you just said. That's the opener for Forsaken, and now they have man advantage in the retake.
Ult committed. Jing looking to find a target. He's found plenty of space. But Howdong's left alone. He's gotten one, but that's all it'll be. And something has taken so much space here. Creeping around mid, they're gonna have to deal with that trip. Devi gets up top, and he still gets tagged. Has to get back down by the skin of his teeth. I thought he was gonna survive, but he spammed through. Mindfreak now filling in on the space. Will get his one and gets away. Forsaken on the swing. Also getting a couple, but Chichu's left alone a 1v1, and something has been cooking his flank the entire round.
And an early thrash to clear out. No, clear out Howdong here.
And they've got him surrounded once more.
Really good utility.
I don't think that, Paranoid connected, but it doesn't matter.
What was that?
Weaponry on the other side is just not enough as Jing continues to push the pace. Just when they know they've got EDG in a corner, they suffocate them.
It's so smothering to play against. He's just running at your face.
Enemy remaining.
I mean, even that discipline right there for Mindfreak. Yeah. Side off this time around. Something has his, and man,
Spike down,
nobody never
B.
had a shot.
That was so fast. And that's the initiator down for EDG. So you kind of have to contact into anywhere now, and there's a setup from PRX.
As soon as Forsaken gets contact, Jing can swing, or he just gets the kills by himself and Device with him as well.
Enemy remaining.
It's beautiful.
I mean, you set it up super well. That was very aggressive. That was very Paper X.
Like you might have one every other round.
Yeah.
Which is so impressive.
Feels like Thrash.
Oh, another entry from something. The second to follow up.
Spike down, mid.
Oh, this is the only real gun they had here. Smoggy strikes. Devi's the only one who's playing back here. Has the res, but no real way to get back to anybody to bring him up unless it's through here. And again, Smoggy's on the other side. Oh, but Devi's gonna go down low. There's no way Smoggy sees this.
Now the res, Doug.
No charges left.
Yeah, it seems like he is
30 seconds
gonna
left.
invest it, or at least considering it.
He walls himself off to secure it as well.
Howdong's timing could be everything.
One enemy remaining.
The op shot lands. Chichu's 10 HP are the only things standing between Paper X and another round. Kong Kong using the last bit of mobility that he had to get aggressive ahead of it. Little green goo at his feet. Kong Kong will fall.
What a fault line.
Smoggy's in a really nice spot though. Oh my goodness, what a shot! Forsaken takes his head clean off. Chichu and Howdong have to win this one on their own. Howdong was so weak and now he's dead. Paper X up big.
30 seconds
Not
left.
just in this round, but they're about to hit 7 on the map.
Forsaken might get another Breach ultimate after this kill. Or even if he falls. There it is.
That was such a cool idea, but now they understand where the pressure's coming from, and EDG have to turn eyes back. Every single flash used. Howdong only gets one. Smoggy on the swing. Can't stand up either. Nobody's up, not connecting. But that's okay.
They're walled off.
Devi's gonna get the defuse, at least to have to spam to break the panel.
They have to push.
They've got a body bag in front of them. They hold the defuse the whole way. Devi's wall closes out the half. Know that everyone's here. The paranoia is out. The dizzy over the top is really nice, and then swing. But the slow, nobody can't get out. He's forced to fight. And Paper X mow him over.
The counter utility from PRX, it was too clean, but they're still running into the mass amounts of EDG players. Howdong is stuck here.
Again, another slow orb with nowhere to go. Maybe Chichu can catch a little something along the way. I don't know if the comms didn't come through there, understanding that's where the bullets were coming from, but they're trying to find safety. And they're gonna try to swing all the way into Paper X. 2 of them fall.
2 is criminal there for Mindfreak.
Kong Kong has taken stages by storm throughout his entire career. A desperate need to strike once more. Can Kong Kong deliver? In front of a home crowd. It's just the pistol, but he's got to hit these shots.
He saw Divide.
He's got to convert here. Finds one, but something. And in the face of a full buy from EDG, this close to closing it out.
Showstopper.
This could be a mess. Spike drop. What EDG desperately need to avoid is now knocking on their doorstep. They still have guns though, and they're healthy. But the Thrash invested. You imagine Ching will follow. Rocket online, no satchels to get any sort of space.
And no kill either.
Meanwhile, Kong Kong on the swing. He's now 1 point away from having his ult online. Jing up close with the stinger, avoiding the utility, still getting a shot on a nobody. He connects onto the second. Kong Kong again. Left to deliver for EDG. And with targets on either side. Bit of cheeky gap here on the other side. Understanding where that's where the pressure could be coming from. Howdong has fallen. The spike is down. Oh, how can EDG try to take this thing back? They've got a rifle in the hands of Smoggy and in nobody.
It's a good start.
He strikes first.
Right there.
The wall's still in play. Now they can sit back with Forsaken's ult. If they really want to get messy with it, Mindfreak can flip it. TP deep behind enemy lines. Instill chaos into the round. Or they just close it out with the fault line. A really nice shot out from Smoggy. It's getting messier than it should have been. Again, Kong left alone. Can he deliver this time? No. Try to split B through spawn, but he's ahead of it.
Look at this. This is all prep. They know that Smoggy likes to play on top of here. Oh, he almost got caught out being in his smoke form.
Pushed off the wall, and now they decide to go. The wingman first, the wall up, Jing playing on the other side. Howdong falls, so does Smoggy. 3 left to try to stay up, to try to keep tournament hopes alive. And that's another that will fall, another that will crumble. Nobody was nowhere to go. Paper Rex seemed to have done it. In the face of 5, nobody will fall. Grand finals in LA, lower finals in Madrid, in front of a Chinese crowd. The Heartbreak Kids will not be denied. Not in Shanghai, not yet.
Paper Rex excel.